Okay, we're gonna play two games here. Game 1 is obviously Knights of the Old Republic. Game 2 is how long I can sit in this room without imagining a carpenter ant. Game 3 is also making sure I have the sound right because I just did 2 tests and it was not correct. Okay, the sonic device is supposed to be spinning. Cool.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
Let's talk about the emitter.
What do you want to know about that?
So if someone shut them down, you could leave.
I don't like being here. That's enough of those emitters. What?
That tack is huge.
Run!
Oh wait, it isn't this game where I have security skill, is it?
On it. Damn.
Nope. First I smash the box. Then I fuck the box. Why did I say that? The tension of imaginary ants is getting to me. The ants aren't entirely imaginary, but I'm well aware that me and my OCD are constructing a problem where none actually exists. But they never called it rational. That's why it's called mental illness. Okay, so there are still a few map points I have to hit. This game is so much better with the fucking monkey noises turned off. I say turned off as if I didn't absolutely destroy the monkey noises. Miss how KOTOR 2 tells me when something is empty.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck? Have you done as I asked?
Poachers are gone.
Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting.
There was nothing to gain by killing them.
Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter.
You mentioned eliminating barriers. Can we do that now?
I know where you want to go. I can get you through to the old paths. This forest hides some strange things. There's also a Circa repulsor field blocking the way, past the poacher camp in the east. I saw it when it was installed, so I know how to pass it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
In the story I tell, I bring Jolie, Candace, and Bastila because I'm not bound by the rules. Cantorus is the guy to have, though. Bastila is, no, Jolie's worse. In the HP department. Jolie being a Jedi Consular means that, see, he's not so great on the vitality. You notice usually I up people's intelligence. I hear I'm upping his constitution. The man needs the health points. Let's see what the old man has to say.
Got something on your mind?
Nothing.
I know plenty about Kashyyyk. You think someone doesn't live here for 20 years and pick up a thing or two? Chances are, by the time I finish telling you about it all, you would have found out for yourself. So there's no reason for me to start blathering on. It should be enough for me to tell you that there's kilometer after kilometer of trees on this planet. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it gets. If you're smart, you stay on top with the Wookiees. You go deep, however, and you may find some things you weren't expecting. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
He does have a backstory that we almost have to speed run because of how late in the game we get him. And this isn't even that late. Nothing.
Huh?
And you need?
I need your speed. Run, old man, run.
Hmm?
Yeah?
And you need?
I'm here. Oh!
Get it?
I keep forgetting that it's KOTOR 2 where I've got all this good stuff. Thanks, Canderous.
Let's see what you got. Not this again!
Yeah?
Yes?
I'm here.
Wow, $162. Supposed to be when you walk up to the monkeys, they make that sound that I silenced forever.
Huh?
I'm here.
Oh. And here I thought I saw a strange Sith assassin. But that's the wrong game. Boing. Jolie, I love you, man, but I don't think you much had it to begin with. Wish we could go into his house. 'Cause you know I'd destroy that shit. Not 'cause I have to, but because I can. Ooh, time to get funky. Ooh, there go the monkeys. Ooh, time to get funky. Ooh, there go the monkeys. Who just ran through an explosive?
What?
It was you.
And you need?
The shimmer of a repulsor field is visible before you. It stands in stark contrast with the foliage around it.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerga equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
Why place this thing here?
There are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it.
I trust you can get past? You said so.
I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerga engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
Ooh, get his ass, White Guillermo. To be clear, the Wookiee is White Guillermo. Well, I should say, to be clear, I'm calling the Wookiee White Guillermo. You will not hurt White Guillermo. Let me help you, White Guillermo.
Mighty generous of you. A little too generous if you ask me.
You shut up. We're here for White Guillermo. Really, you don't think I'm going to try to pronounce Gerwarg? Oh, his hunting party were all killed without honor. I barely survived. I want the murderers to suffer the same. What can you tell me? I've never seen their kind before, not even among the Zerka. You saw them, armored head to toe, yet blending with the forest.
They were Mandalorian. Poachers, probably. They used stealth units to stalk their prey. Their kind were among the first to flee when the war turned against my people. Bloody cowards.
They followed us for a long while. We found bodies to the southwest, and then again further south after the west branch of the path. Their speed was amazing. They fought like outsiders, waiting until we were unarmed. They would not attack until we had put our weapons away. They strike like cowards. I'll look into it. I thank you. I will wait here. I am too weak to fight them again, but I refuse to leave the Shadowlands unless vengeance is sated. Please, if you kill them, I will reward you with whatever I can. They are not worthy of life. Look for them where the bodies of my fellows are. They will only attack you if you are not armed, the cowards. I mean, I'd be happy to give you some more goodies, White Guillermo. Poison.
Not this again.
Now that must have hurt. Damn it.
Rena, stop getting poisoned, girl. Stop it. Girly. I'm gonna stop healing. After all, they can't poison me twice. Okay. What do I want? Awareness. Computer use is going to come in handy too.
Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
No conversation unlocked. Tragic.
Yeah?
Now you may ask yourself, why do I want a body? It's a surprise tool that will help us later. No thanks. Bodies. I'm going to stand here and heal for a bit. Alright, force points are up to full. Wait, which one of these fuckers is mine? Not that one, that's for sure.
Let's see what you got.
Oops, screen went black. There we go. Is that dude standing there, White Guillermo? why I started calling him White Guillermo. But, well, he's White Guillermo. This request is in the Mandalorian language. A stump disabled the stabilizers on my swoop. I request parts before other systems fail. If my generator goes, my blending field will stop working and I'll be visible to our prey. Datapad 2. This hunt is no challenge. How will attacking unarmed creatures train us to use these Jedi toys? You want new warriors to learn? Watching a comrade lop his own arm off fighting a real opponent would teach more than these pointless battles. I obey Mandalore, but with protest. The blending field generators on the swoops grant near-perfect camouflage. Why only attack unarmed opponents? I'm just trying to clear these.
What?
Yes?
What?
Oh yeah, that's White Guillermo. Genuinely, I don't know why I'm calling him White Guillermo. These fuckers just won't get spun.
Yes?
Here it is!
Girly, stop getting poisoned. Ho, stop getting poisoned. Thank you.
What?
The swoop bike is still warm to the touch. There is a signal device on it, however, it contains no field data to transmit. This swoop bike shows signs of recent use, as it is missing its signal device. One of the Mandalorians must have taken it to collect data. We'll find it eventually. Whoop.
Yes? See what you got.
Thanks, boys. You're very helpful. Oh, neat. It worked.
What?
I'm here.
See, there's the signal device. I'm gonna stand here and heal again for a hot minute. Okay.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world can do little against us, but you appear to be a threat.
More than a threat enough for you.
Another Mandalore, is it? Will you draw arms against those you should serve? We'll see who lives this day.
Let's see what you got.
How did this dude use a med pack while he was flying in the air?
Yeah?
Now that must have worked.
Yeah? What?
I'm here.
Huh?
Yes?
What?
Alright, let's go find White Guillermo. I'm going the wrong way to find White Guillermo. Can't wait until I get that regenerative implant on Korriban. You return. Have you found them? Did you kill them all? They were animals in armor with no honor among them. Yes. Yes, I see the trophy helmet from the one that gave the orders. Their bodies will not last long in the Shadowlands. I am glad. The taint of them, their cowardice. This forest will consume it all. I hope this gives my hunting brethren peace. I hope it does. You have helped in avenging my fellows. I must acknowledge that, even though you are an outsider and not to be trusted. You have acted as a fellow Wookiee would have. Here, take this. It is the symbol of my hunting clan. You served them, so you deserve it. When you look at it, remember that we reward respect, even from outsiders. So what did I get? Oh. Bye, White Guillermo. Sup? More of you Zerka core rats? Is even the heart of Kashyyyk not free from your kind?
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
After years in the Shadowlands, I remember only that outsiders are not to be trusted. I'll see you dead.
Well, this may prove difficult.
Man, why the hell are you throwing grenades?
Yeah? This is what I knew.
I am beaten. Take my head, Zerka filth. You won't get another chance. So swears Freyr of Kashyyyk. I'm not here to kill you. The words of outsiders are tainted with lies. You can't convince me otherwise. Do you know Zalbar and Shundar? Those are my sons. Why do you speak their names? Tell me. My name is Rena. I came to Kashyyyk with Zalbar. To my shame, Zalbar was exiled and enslaved. Do you dare claim to be my son's owner, outsider? No, he follows me because of a life debt. Does he? Then he sees something of worth in you. I will listen, cautiously. Gullibility has harmed me in the past. If I had seen the lies of Chundar, he would have been exposed as a slaver. Zalbar would not have been exiled. I did not believe Zalbar's claims. I believed the elder boy, as tradition dictated. The shame of Zalbar's attack blinded me. What happened with Zalbar? He saw it first. He learned that Chundar was dealing with the Zerka, leading them to our hunting parties. Chundar would blame disappearances on the dangers of the Shadowlands. Zalbar was crazed when he found out. He attacked Chundar with his claws. I thought he had gone mad, shed his honor. I was bound by the old ways. So he was exiled. When did you learn the truth? A year later. By then, Chundar had spread lies of my own madness. I had no allies when I confronted him. He and his Zerga guards attacked me. I had to retreat to the deepest Shadowlands, but even there they followed.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Yes, I think I do. I'm sorry about attacking. It's been so long since I have offered my trust or accepted that of someone else. Why would Chundar want you dead now? Well, if Zalbar is back, perhaps Chundar is worried that people will realize things are not as they seem. Chundar has established himself as a leader that succeeded despite the tragedies that have plagued his family. If it was shown that he conspired with the slavers, his honor would be gone. I wonder. So what happens now? That would depend on you. You will either kill me or decide that I may yet benefit my people. There is a way I might challenge Chundar, but it would take a lot to convince people they have been lied to. How? Everyone's on his side. He has a strong web of lies, but if I appeal to the traditions of my people, I might be able to gather support. There is a legend of a great warrior from the old times. Baka was his name, and he is greatly revered. Baka found a crashed starship, our first hint of life elsewhere. He was a cautious old wook and feared the taint of invaders. He constructed a vibroblade from the wreckage. It has long symbolized our independence. Only destined leaders have held it. Where might I find it? That is the problem. It was the symbol of our great chieftains for centuries, but it was damaged a generation ago in ritual battle. Here in the Shadowlands, Rothrar fought the great beast. He sought a challenge, but this arrogance got him more than he can handle. He survived, but the blade of the sword stayed in the creature's hide. Our tales say it was taken because we had become undeserving. The hilt is still found in the court of the chieftain, with Chundar. If the blade could be found, our tradition could cast doubt on his rule. Okay, tell me where. There is a place of ritual south of here. If the great beast is to be lured out of hiding, it must be done there, using the old ways. You have already collected the body of a viper Kinrath. Such bait would be tempting for the creature. Find a way to display it. I will stay here and try to think of what I will say to Zalbar. I have wronged him. I hope he can forgive me. I will be here. Please, find the blade of Baka's sword. I must make things right. I'm going in your house. Na 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 na. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I'm here.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I want to do a full save here. There are ancient symbols here, worn as though traced by generations of Wookiee claws. Layers of moss and dirt suggest that no one has been here in many years. The beast comes when summoned, if you are generous. It comes to battle, if you are worthy and wise. It grants you glory, if you are fearsome and brave. Feed the beast, and it will heed your call. Take vipers from their lair and hang them from above. Let blood scent the ground of our ancestors. Obviously, this was once a place of great ritual importance. This Kashi vine ascends high into the canopy above. There is no indication why its growth has stopped at this point. The ground beneath is stained by years of blood, suggesting that freshly killed animals have been suspended from the vine many times in the past. Let's get rid of this bug. The creature is easily wrapped in the vine, which doesn't distort at all under the weight. The only movement is a rustling from off in the distance. Hang on, what did I... What? Ah. Force points will not work on this beast, so I am not going to waste them. Examining the corpse of this great beast, you find a blade of some sort lodged in its side. Skin has grown around it. While certainly painful, it appears the blade caused only surface damage to the creature. Who knows how long it lived with this injury? You remove the blade from the corpse. It must be the one that Freyr spoke of, the lost portion of Baka's blade, a powerful symbol of his people. And also, Gunhan's journal. Now, you may or may not remember Gunhan Suresh. Gunhan was mentioned by a Twi'lek outside of the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine as one of the guys who was in the Great Hunt. This datapad was recovered from the remains of a Terentatek on Kashyyyk and must have been devoured by the beast. It appears to be the personal journal of Gunhan Suresh. The last entry explains what he was doing on Kashyyyk. Duran and Shayla have given in to their passion for each other and are doomed to fall to the dark side. I tried to warn them against expressing their love, but they called me arrogant and accused me, of being the one on the dark path. I left the fools on Korriban. But I am not about to abandon the mandate given me by the Jedi Council. I will destroy the Terentatek wherever I find them. I have heard rumors such a beast may exist in the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk. I shall go there and slay the beast, proving that I do not need either Duran or Shayla with me to defeat these creatures. How'd that work out for you? I don't care. I'm putting on your hat. The wealthy Suresh family of Terrace were once known as much for their arrogance and cruelty as for their vast riches and political power. But over the last century, many of the family have shown a strong affinity to the Force and been taken in by the Jedi for training. Foremost among these was Gunhan Suresh, heir to the family fortune. To celebrate Gunhan's acceptance into the Order, his father commissioned the crafting of a powerful headband, the Circlet of Suresh, to prevent the spectacular gift from leading his son down the path of arrogance and pride, an all too real possibility given the Suresh family history. The circlet was fashioned so that only one who is a true servant of the light can use it. The circlet was in Gunhan's possession when he disappeared, shortly after the time of the Great Hunt. And now I'm wearing his hat. I will wear anybody's hat. Give me your hat. I want your hat. I do not need any more bug bodies. Where is the star map, you may ask? I'm ignoring it for now. I greet you again, Rena. I am humble, hoping you have found the blade of Baka's sword. Imagine, Chieftain Freyr. Humble. Please, tell me you have made progress. Having the blade will gain me valuable support. Sure. You have? Please let me see it. I must be sure. Sure, take it. It is. It may not look like much, but it is a very important relic of my people. Tradition dictates that it be respected. I didn't think I was worthy to search for it, but I realized that was selfish despair. I should have challenged Chundar long ago. I will make amends now. I have new hope. You have led me to this. Perhaps this is what the great beast wanted. We should proceed carefully. I will climb to the surface as quickly as possible and try to gather support. You will have to follow in the paths as soon as you can. When you arrive, we will confront Chundar in the throne room. My people will no longer be slaves. Yay! Get it, white boy. I, on the other hand, will be getting it. And by it, I mean, the star map. I butchered that meme so bad. Like, just completely unintelligible. I don't need any more bugs. No bug bodies. That's what I get for changing my hat. Putting on a new hat. Give me that hat. Gotta put on the other hat. So it tells me I need at least 2 more demolitions points.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found. What the?
Notice the
Always
shape
wanted
of that
something without
hologram.
rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Who placed this terminal here?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
What do you mean, behavioral reconfiguration?
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit that pattern?
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
That seems very helpful. Why have I been allowed access?
I I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
Do you not know why, or are you restricted from saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%. I utilize a retro-adapted holocron interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory.
The robot, or the hologram, looks a lot clearer in the original game. It just does.
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard.
If this place was built 30,000 years ago, it predates the Republic, because Bastil is not here to say that.
Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record.
Why was the agricultural reformation needed?
Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand.
That's a short period of adaptation for adaptation of native creatures.
Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyyyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available. There is too much corrupted data. Accessing. I will answer as my programming permits.
Who installed this hollow interface?
This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. This must have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't have been circa.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
5 years ago is about the time Revan passed this way.
Error. Data regarding subject, Revan, corrupted.
But there was an entry at some time.
Error. Data on Revan, unavailable.
Who last accessed this installation?
Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freya, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error. List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
Was there any further contact with the installer of this interface?
That information is unavailable, but contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries. Access.
What's the original function of this installation?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising.
We heard of this.
Malfunction.
What's the current function of this installation?
The current purpose of this installation is defense.
Defense of what?
Error. That information is not available.
Okay.
Answer will be given within...
I seek information about wait, what limitations have been placed in your programming?
Corruption has resulted in gaps appearing in my memory, and in that of the original installation. It could be theorized that these gaps are intentional, but I have no information on that.
What gaps are missing?
Error. I cannot present a non-presence. Perhaps you can ask other questions, and data corruption will become evident.
I seek information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Original system memory, so the map is as old as this installation.
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
What do I need to do to get access?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
How can I match them if I don't know what they are?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map or can be made ready.
What do you mean by that?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation. There are with that.
What if I fail?
Then you are not worthy of further access. You will be rejected as unsuitable.
What will rejection mean?
Information unavailable.
Okay, let's do it.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
This is the prisoner's dilemma. It is known in psychology and animal behavior, funnily enough. It goes pretty much the same way in animal behavior that it goes in humanity. How do you know about him? He isn't here.
I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed.
Can I confer with someone else?
This test is not for your companions. You will answer and demonstrate that you match the pattern in memory. I hear...
The correct answer is to say nothing. Because you gain more, potentially, by altruism than not. The risk is balanced to say nothing. That's the prisoner's dilemma. I trust Zalbar. I would say nothing, and neither would he.
Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. Zalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect.
I thought this was an evaluation, not a quiz.
I must match your behavior to the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully, knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
What pattern are you comparing me against?
That information is not available to you. It is the pattern that I have been given as a baseline for security access.
Continue with your evaluation, then.
The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
This is the dilemma focused, or faced by the team responsible for cracking the Enigma machine in World War II. If you've seen The Imitation Game, you know this conundrum. If you haven't, then the Enigma machine was a device used by the German army to encrypt all their communications. It was thought to be uncrackable, but Alan Turing did just that, with a team of others, and inventing the first computer at the same time. When they cracked it, they discovered they learned multiple things, and they could use their knowledge to bolster the British Army and the Allies, while also preventing Germany from knowing that their codes had been broken by strategically acting on some information and not on others. There are two right answers here. Evacuating the people from the city stops the evaluation right away, because that lets the enemy know that their code has been breached, despite saving people. They can then change their codes. Subtly reinforce the city, you can't do both. Prepare my forces to attack in 10 days and do nothing in the city. This is the choice that the British codebreakers went with, and it is the choice I'm going to go with. And you'll see why.
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy to their lost codes. Ultimate victory required the deaths of the people in that city. You wisely ignored sentiment in your decision.
The victory is irrelevant. Stopping the war saved many more people.
You achieved the proper result with logic that does not match the pattern in memory. I shall adjust my evaluation. Hypothetical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you. Same scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react?
You don't ever selected this answer.
No, you cannot hide behind their greater morality. This is a single attack. The enemy does not intend a sustained conflict. There is no war to end. You must choose the outcome based only on its immediate benefits and consequences.
As far as the machine is concerned, I should say I let the attack happen. Because then I give my people an enemy to fight against. I appear as I can have the potential to be a great wartime leader. But the nice answer is I stop the attack.
But if nothing happens, your people will have no need of heroes. No, they do not see a threat. You have coddled them. Your empire will be brought down by introspection. You have failed to match the pattern in memory. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Trust me.
What? Yeah, what do you want?
Ooh, cool. He has a story.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
It's Malachor 5. How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you came to Terrace.
Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
You're a worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
Why the change? I failed your initial test.
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory. I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
I want to talk to the robot. Ugh. A third bike? It is not missing its signal thingy. I put it back.
Yeah?
Yes?
If you were curious, I don't think there is a canon force class for the main character. Yes, of course you exist in canon. It's the Star Wars universe. What were you expecting? You, Rena. Our spies say that the Mad Claw you were sent to kill is on his way to Urukwa right now. You should have followed the will of Chundar. Now you will face his wrath. You gon' get spinnied. He's not getting spinnied. Oops. Stop hitting my old man.
Not this again!
Jolie, calm down.
Now that must have hurt. What?
Oh no. Oh, good. Ooh. No remains? No bitches? Having seen Gorwukan operate the basket, you understand it well enough to use it yourself. You begin the long ascent to the upper bows of Kashyyyk.
Got something on your... Oh, I get it.
What?
I don't have to go very far. Well, I used to not have to go very far. There he is. Well, it seems you are more than I thought. Freyr has come back and told me of what you did for him. My fellow hunters split on what should be done. Some were loyal to Chundar alone. We had to fight. Freyr went to the throne room to challenge Chundar. I will take you to him now. Okay? Much is to be decided. Only one can lead us. Must lead us. Come. Oh, that's just great. Everyone is here now. It's a reunion. Yes, son, by the blade of Baka's sword, I've come to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. You have Baka's blade, so what? I have the hilt, held by each true chieftain in recent memory. Even you claimed it was all important. We both have our ancient trinkets, so who will the people follow now? You are old and weak. Shut up, both of you. This ends today. I will not see Rokuraro suffer anymore. You tell him, Big Z. I don't know what to do, Rena. Chundar has been telling me things. He makes sense, I think. I don't know. Do you have to fight? Talk it through. Could we work together? It would be difficult. Convince them. Avoid this needless slaughter. Then so be it. The fighting stops here. I will not have our world destroyed beneath you two. Perhaps there is hope. What say you, Chundar? What do I say? I still have Zerka support. I say you will die. Attack! You people need to get out of my way. I'm here to attack Joe, and only Joe. No remains. Ugh. We have done it. I am saddened that it has come to this, but I couldn't let it continue. Zalbar, my son, I am truly sorry. You have suffered a great shame. I was blind. I have no excuse. I can forgive, Father. I have learned a lot over the years. What will you do about the slavers? We will fight them. It will be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send quick climbers to other villages to try to rally a defense. We must guard against this ever happening again. You will be the last outsider welcome here for a very long time. That is a change for the better, I think. What will you do now, Zalbar? Returning home has lifted a great weight from my mind, but it has been painful as well. You have a place by my side, Zalbar. I would be honored if you would take it. I can't. Not yet. I'm just getting used to being free, and not just from the slavers. And I have a life debt. Now that my life is truly my own again, honoring that agreement is all the more important. Listen to my son. His insight humbles me. Take that good judgment with you, and all the planets will come to revere Wookiee wisdom. I think it's time I was leaving. Perhaps. But before you go, Rena, I must see to your reward. You have done us a great service. Kashyyyk will remember you well past your lifetime. Because of you, I am reinstated as chieftain. We will return to the old ways, when honor and trust of kin ruled above all else. I'm not sure there is a reward that accurately reflects the value of what you have done. Our world is changed because of you. I have a request, Father. I have thought about it a great deal. When? In the last 30 seconds? He wants Baka's sword. Well, that is quite a request. I'm tempted to say no, but perhaps I should consider it an investment. Zalbar, do you understand what this will mean? It is the legacy of our people, held by chieftains and future chieftains. I understand. I want this, Father. I will bring it back one day. I have no doubt. Let the two halves of the blade be made one. My son shall hold Baka's sword. want to talk to my husband.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You seem like you're far away. Is something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing, sorry.
Doesn't seem like nothing.
I told you my wife died 4 years ago. I've just been trying to remember what she looked like. It shouldn't be so difficult. I can remember things about her, things she did, the way she smiled, what her hair smelled like. Our last fight, just not her face. I try and hold it in my head, but it's gone. Now, is that strange? Maybe I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
No, it's not strange. You remember the important things.
But I should be able to remember her face. It's frustrating. I feel like I'm losing her. It must look really strange for me to be obsessing like this still. You must think I'm incredibly stupid.
No, but I doubt your wife would want you to do this to yourself.
Well, I suppose you're probably right, but I have to do it anyway. The only thing that's kept me going since she died has been the need to find Saul and kill him. It's better to think about that than anything else. If I can do that, then maybe I can let her go. Let it all go. If we encounter Saul, if we ever have the chance, promise me that I'll be the one to kill him. I have to settle this. I need to.
Things may not work out that way. I can't promise that.
Whether it does or not, that's the way it has to be. I guess there's no need to discuss it until then.
Look at how nice I am. I'm just so nice. I'm looking for the home of that dude. Oh, what do you know? Do you recognize this bowcaster bolt casing? The casing is mine. It bears my family runes and markings for each of the creatures I have killed.
This will end in sadness. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Where did you get that, outsider? Did you have someone steal it? Have you sunk to petty theft now? I must leave. I think I want to go talk to the police. If Jolie will get out of my damn way. That Wookiee's supposed to be a girl. Can tell by that hip check. I found Jarek's bolt casing on Roror's corpse. Oh my, that is very distressing. Definitely seems to suggest that Jarek helped in Roror's death. I can't ignore this. Wait here, outsider. I must address this. I will have Jarek brought here. And I hope he can explain this. I really do. Jarek, you know why you have been summoned here. As holder of the laws, I ask you to explain. I won't answer. I can't. Waraznor must War will be here. Warwell has a bond with Rorwar. He is the closest to family that can be found. He is entitled to be here. Jarek, please speak. If you are guilty, it means death. This outsider will be given your possessions. Do you want that? Jarek, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Rorwar. I will accept whatever punishment is given. It's better if only my honor is tainted. You did do it. Why? Rorwar was good and honorable. Why did you kill him? You only need to know that I did it. The reason is unimportant. Warwell, I'm sorry. Jarek, I won't let you do this. Rorwar was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar. Please, don't tell them anything. Rorwar was admired. They need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Warwell and the others have their hero. No, I won't let this happen. Explain yourself, outsider. If you have information that will affect this trial, I must know it. Don't listen to these outsider lies. Please, Warwell, don't listen. Rorwar dealt with slavers. The datapad I found on his corpse proves it. But no, it's not. That can't be. Jarek, it can't be. I'm sorry, Warwell. I didn't want you to know. So much is against us. You need someone to look up to. I couldn't let him betray you, betray everyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. We don't need traitors of our own.
Painful end. Perhaps it is the right thing to do. We shall see.
Well, as holder of the laws, I declare Jarek innocent. I will see to your release. Well, I must say that you are the first outsider that I have been glad to know. You have surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor after all. You are deserving of your reward. What reward? Did I not explain? As the person that discovered the crime, you were also affected by it. You would have been given a portion of Jarek's possessions, but he was innocent. Rorwar, however, was not. Rorwar was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. Warwell receives the rest, if he wishes. He is still upset, but he is young. He will recover. Okay. Wow, $400. Oh, neat. Stuff. You got anything else? No? Okay. While ordinarily I can transfer back to the Hawk from here, not now.
What?
Karth.
What?
All right, we'll wait here. Is my man not moving? Thank you.
I'm here.
Get less useless, husband. Catch up. Yeah, about time. Wait, what did I lose? Oh. Hell yeah, Zerka must die. They don't even really need our help, but we get experience points for it. Where are you three going? It'd be really funny if I could find the manager and he's just cowering behind the desk. But in truth, he's dead somewhere. Oh good, Eli got away. Really ain't much to these guys. Where are you going? They're acting like this dock isn't Zerka's. Look, little frog, you're in my way. Oops.
Yeah, what do you...
Sorry.
Your choice.
Why am I giving that to Bastila? Well, she can use it later. let's be lesbians.
Yes. What is it?
Something wrong?
I was remembering Taris.
I am sorry, Johanny.
No, it's all right. I think I'm over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and a meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
How'd you survive?
My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
No one would help you.
And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Like who?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I suppose I see something of her in you when I look. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Your parents?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can. How may I be? What is it you would like?
Are you doing all right?
I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally. We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself?
What's there to tell?
Your job, your childhood, your life, your family? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer.
No, it's all right.
I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine, besides the obvious, of course?
I was in the Republic fleet that was destroyed over Terrace.
Taris. It always seems to come back to Taris for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. What did you do before that? A life in the army. Not my career of choice, though. We Cathar cannot seem to adjust to regimented organizations like the military. But in a way, it does seem to have its own romantic appeal. Defending the galaxy from evil, much as we Jedi do. So, in a way, I suppose we are more alike than not. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize. I have been watching you for some time. I wonder if you have noticed. I have been thinking of how far I have fallen, and how you exemplify the code of the Jedi. I find myself ashamed.
Ashamed.
That I had so easily fallen to the dark side. That I could convince myself that by injuring my master, I became a great force of evil in the galaxy for my pride, my hubris, for the inner rage that all of my species feels. Sometimes I wish that I had not been born this way.
You shouldn't think that way.
I am sorry. I start to talk, thinking about how you stay strong to the path of virtue and justice, and I find myself whining again about my own inadequacies. The Council would be proud see that you had learned your lessons so well, as am I. How may I be of a... What is it you... Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Near the world your species comes from.
Kotor was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
Hang on, I'm going to light a candle. I want to. I like how it smells. The ants cannot cross the fire.
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why'd the Republic not help?
We were not members of the Republic. Kotor was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How'd your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How'd he die?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
How can I help? Then I suggest we...
Yes, what's on your mind?
So tell me, what happens if you ever get your revenge on Saul?
You mean if I kill him?
Yeah, what happens after that?
Well, I never thought about it. I suppose I always assumed that I would be dead once Saul was.
Why? What kind of risk do you plan on taking?
Understand that whenever I envisioned taking on Saul in the past, it was always as the captain of my own ship, or alone. In those cases, I would risk everything. But I'm not in the same situation now. I wouldn't risk hurting you or the others.
How do I know that's the truth?
You don't think I would throw away everything we're doing here, do you?
I don't know. What wouldn't you stop at to kill Saul?
I would like to think that I wouldn't put you in danger, that I wouldn't forget that there's more behind Saul that needs to be stopped. If I saw Saul, however, if I had the chance, I don't know what I'd do. I really don't. I mean, his death has been my entire focus for so long.
I need your help, Karth. There's more than Saul to fight.
I know. I'll see this through. I promise you that, no matter what. As for what comes afterward, well, let's wait until I know that I'm around to see it. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Got something on your... I have no idea what you're talking about, Rabble. What do you say? Got something on... Well, I suppose I could whip up something, well, not to say that you... Got something on you. How many possibly need. Ask me later when you're actually in need and I'm less tired.
Now, because I've had that tender moment with Juhani, I can't actually take her out for a while.
Kalonord is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Kalo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Otherwise known as Captain Asshole. That was completely unnecessary.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Hi, Yavin 4. It's nice to see you. I don't know why they all move like a foot whenever I land someplace. I know it's a weird combination of people.
Huh?
Oh wait, this actually might be a very poor combination of people. Okay. That's alright. I'm confident in my ability to keep mission safe. That's not good enough, Suvam. We know you have more, and we want it now. What? You can't just rewrite our agreement whenever you like it. The Exchange won't stand for it. The Exchange is in no position to dictate orders anymore, Suvam. Who's that? A stranger. You haven't been telling us everything now, have you, Suvam? Tell you everything? What are you talking about? I don't have to clear everything through you. What's going on here, Suvam? They're trying to extort me, that's what. They think that just because the Exchange is gone, they can take whatever they want from me. We are renegotiating our contract, Suvam. I think you guys better leave. Or what? You'll force it? Hey, only I'm allowed to clear my throat. Leave. Or I'll ask you again. Very politely. You seek to mock us, human? No, no, don't fight in here. You'll destroy everything. We'll be back for you, human. And you as well, Suvam. Thank you for trying to help, but I don't think this ended very well at all. They can be impulsive sometimes. They may be back in force. Still, at least I ended up all in one piece, right? What do the Trandoshans want? They want me to give them more of my inventions, stuff I haven't even finished working on yet. Ever since Davik went down, the exchange has been a non-factor in these parts. The Trandoshans are trying to muscle in on all the old exchange businesses now. Maybe I can still work something out with them. Thank you for being here, though. It might have gone less pleasantly if you hadn't shown up. Is there something else you want? Yeah. There are some good weapons here, but I think nothing that I want to get my hands on right now. Though I will admit to looking at these implants. This one's going to come in handy.
Statement. As you desire, Master.
I'm so glad it didn't play the dogfight music. I'm here for 2 reasons. Okay, I'm here for 3 reasons. Dude!
Carth Onesi, is that you?
Jordo?
It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you, you old space dog. How have you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich. I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your pretty friend here, hey? How do you do, miss?
Nice to meet you, Jordo.
So what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Zerka now. I didn't see you after...
We'll forgive you.
What I mean is, my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy? You mean Dustle?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban. Though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No. Jordo, Dustle's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustle anywhere. Positive. He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there. I saw him suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Karth. Hope everything works out with Dustle.
Dustle is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him.
I understand. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. I just have to see see him. I have to know what happened to him. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
And now if I try to talk to him...
What do you need?
Do you want to talk?
Talk about what? The only thing I want to do right now is find Dustle. If he's alive, there's just nothing else I want to think about. I'll understand if we can't look for him right now, but if we could, it would be a huge load off my mind.
Alright, let's achieve reason number 2. Hopefully it works. Yay!
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
Do you know this? Do you know him, Canderous? 'Cause he sure as hell wasn't here when Jordo was.
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Is this true, Canderous?
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
What are you gonna do?
I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the dune seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggy and kill him for his insult to me.
What happened out there? Why is Joggy so mad at you?
This is between me and Joggy. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Fair enough. And now we are here for purpose 3. Yes, Padawan. Something I can help you with. I just came to tell you that I've killed a Tyranitek. The galaxy is a better place for it. Every one of those creatures is an abomination that must be exterminated. You have done well, Padawan. But do not let your success blind you to the dangers of these monsters. A Jedi must never become complacent when facing one of the Tyranitek, as you well know. It is my job to finish the Great Hunt. Hey, Kratos. You got anything good? Ah, yes, I think that I bought the main thing I wanted, Calrissian's utility belt. And now to Tatooine. We go to Tatooine to resolve both Mission's family conflict and Candaris's side quest. Ugh, I need this like I need a hole in the wall.
Incoming fighters.
Well, that went faster. I could go for some donuts. Hey, it's you still. You're still here.
You're back. I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right? Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Hey, sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From now on, I'm gonna stay out of trouble and do things right. And once we've cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to your Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Torresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of hundred credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
You already promised me a few thousand.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
I've done more than enough for you already.
You don't know much about business, do you? When an opportunity like this comes along, you have to jump at it. Come on, what do you say?
I don't need business advice from you, Griff.
It's your loss. I better get started brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll give you a down payment on what I owe you.
Hey there. I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Yeah, you already know how this is gonna go. First we go out and back in. You're that friend of Griff, right? He gave me a message for you.
I don't like the sound of this.
He told me to tell you that he made a mistake brewing the ale. It didn't work out right for some reason. What kind of mistake? He told me the tack land was ruined, and he said he wasn't going to stick around to have to face his exchange contact. Did he say where he was going? He hopped on board the last shuttle. I don't know where it was heading, but I can't say I'm sorry he's gone. He was one of the worst employees I've ever had. He was always on a break. He mixed up orders, and I think he might have been stealing from me. I have to go after him. People like Griff, they know how to disappear when they get in too deep. You won't hear from him again anytime soon. Waste of time to even bother looking for him.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
There's one last thing. He said to tell his sister goodbye, and to tell her he's sorry.
Hey there. I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother. More than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
Don't give up on him, Mission. He could still change.
I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
So you're okay?
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need? Okay.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
To the dunes.
Good hunting out.
Huh?
I'm here.
We better not get ambushed. I'm gonna be mad. Okay, those are still the Zerka dudes. Would have been real fucking funny if they were Jawas.
So you managed to come after all. I see you brought friends.
You brought some of your own as well.
Ha! Indeed I did. I foresaw that you might need help, so I arranged a distraction.
I came by my own will.
I do not need to hear your excuses, Jedi. I know why he brought you.
Enough of this talk, Joggy. Let's do what we came here to do.
I think there's a way out of this. Please hold. Okay. Both of you are acting like children.
Yes, but children who can... What? You don't know what you're talking about, Jedi.
This is a matter of honor. I cannot stand by this insult. I must do this.
Why do you need to fight him, Canderous?
He has slandered me and questioned my honor. Among the Mandalore, many have died for lesser insults.
I speak truth, and honor is the question here. The deaths of my comrades, your warriors, is a debt in blood that can only be paid by you. When you saw prospects for glory, you abandoned the plan and left us to die surrounded by enemies.
If I had not attacked when I did, the battle would not have been won so easily.
It would still have been won. You sent your own men to die there, Canderous. I cannot forgive you for what you did to us. You will pay.
That's not the way it happened.
You sent your own men to die, Canderous?
The Alfiri were fighting hard. I saw a break in their defenses that left their center exposed. I had to take the chance. If I had not done what I did, many more warriors would have died and the battle would have taken much longer. I stand by my decision.
You coward. You glory hunter. You were given direct orders and were part of a plan. You had a responsibility to us.
I can regret their loss, but it was necessary.
People die in war, Joggy.
They do. I know that. But he did not have to abandon us. He should have stayed with the plan.
He may have saved other lives by what he was doing.
He cost us hours. But I do see your point. But why did you have to leave us there to die while you chased glory somewhere else?
I saw a chance and I had to take it. It ended the battle quicker than we would have otherwise, and many of our warriors may have died. Mandalore taught us that opportunism and flexibility in battle were to be admired. You may contradict me, but do you contradict him as well?
No. I see that I have been wrong. I have not been true to the teachings of Mandalore. You were right. I was wrong to question your honor, but I must now cleanse mine with my life.
You don't have to do this.
And so it shall be.
Oh. Alright. Oh, because I'm Bastila. Why did they still fight me? Like, the man who paid your bill is dead.
I think this has affected me in ways I didn't anticipate. I think I'll need time to sort things out. Thanks for what you did. Whatever your intentions might have been. I just need time. Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
And there's Canderous side plot. Now let's get these raid. Boing.
You shall fall. There.
And so we shall go to Korriban. You should be proud of me. I haven't hallucinated any ants. Well, I've hallucinated plenty, but there haven't been any, and I'm still sitting here after 2.5 hours. That's right, I have another dream.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
It looked like the star map was in some sort of cave.
During the vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It would be safer if you stayed hidden on the ship.
Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
It's fine, I want to bring you anyway. I think there is, like, some secret dialogue. Like, there's a mod that will allow you to take Bastila onto this planet.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Cotrus?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check into it when we're on Manon.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Please hold while I close Firefox. Thank you for holding. Ah, I see. Another Jedi come to small Korriban, yes? Good to meet you. Jedi come here often, do they? There are many people who come to Korriban from throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who have left the Order. You will get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are made very welcome. So I imagine. But enough about that. It is very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship for some time indeed. Since you're a regular to our little colony, the docking fee is only 25 credits. It's not really necessary, is it? I suppose there really is no need to charge the owner of the Ebon Hawk any fee, really. I'll open the door for you. I don't like Zerka. I refuse to pay them.
Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly.
Why is the Twi'lek flesh tone? Let me correct. Why is the Twi'lek white? Please, Master Shardan, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the Academy.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. There's a lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Shardan. We understand now.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the Academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should. You, Jedi, you're looking to get into the Academy, are you not? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the Academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why would they do?
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me.
Let them go. That's my decision.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
They aren't worth your time.
I suppose not, but you're as boring as they are. Fine, go on, all of you. Hopefully you've learned something here.
In the story I tell, Shardan gets handsy. And Jolie has to hold Karth back because that man chugs respect women juice every fucking morning. Hello, Baree. Nothing worth getting at this time.
Well, there isn't much to do in Dresh Day, except I can't wait to get back to the court.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
I don't think there's any need for hostilities.
Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
12. No, wait, 13.
Enough to crush this fool.
Karth says, "Is this a raffle? How many guesses do we get?"
Let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Okay. These two Mandalorians are out in the woods.
Go on.
One of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing, and his eyes are glazed. The other Mandalorian takes out his communicator and contacts his commander.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet.
He asks, "My partner has collapsed. I don't know what to do." After a moment, the commander responds, "Calm down. I can help."
And then?
First, let's make sure your partner is dead. There's a silence, then a blaster shot is heard. Back on the communicator, the Mandalorian says, "Okay, now what?"
Kid, maybe you should try juggling next time.
That's the oldest joke in the book.
Well, it certainly didn't amuse us, did it? Try again.
So these two huts walk into a bar. I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm not here to amuse you.
Oh, I see. What would...
It looks like this one's not afraid of you at all, Lasho.
Are you going to let us be insulted?
Oh, get over yourself already. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, this one's got some backbone at least. Let's go.
Fine. I'll deal with you later.
Bye. Oh, right. I forgot.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why'd you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride.
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a panther.
There's a comment on my breath.
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's supposed to be some hidden meaning to this.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How'd you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or else could have just just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
Please hold. I have to talk to my wife. Thank you for your patience. I hate you, old man.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of you feel. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No, no. It's all me, me, me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Wait a minute, did I do that wrong? No. Good.
Greetings. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon.
What happened to
the project
Dian?
completely.
I skipped past it, I'm
Well,
sorry.
what can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed? We do some mining here. Our starport is... This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of... You certainly can.
I need one of those, but I really need this. I believe I might already have one of these, but I'll get another one. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That regenerator is so valuable to me. You there, human. You are the one flying the Ebon Hawk now? I saw you disembarking earlier. Who wants to know? Name's Lurza, not that it's important. I don't know you, and you don't know me. What's important is that we've been waiting for this shipment for a month now. I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived terrors at all, though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. Hand what over? What are you talking about? Wait a minute, don't you work for Davik? Just how is it you happen to be flying the Ebon Hawk anyway? Davik's dead, I presume. I stole the Ebon Hawk from him. Well, when a planet explodes, you gotta expect a few changes. Davik's dead, hey? Maybe you can still help me with something. We arranged for several kilograms of spice to be shipped here to us aboard the Ebon Hawk. Perhaps Davik left it on board? I suspect if it is, it would be in a container we gave him, locked and requiring a code. Might you have seen such a thing, human? I may have. How much is it worth to you? 1,000 credits. Perhaps more, if you're interested. What do you say to that? I'll take a look for it. I like money. Oh, of course, my useless men. Let's get these drugs.
On it. Damn.
I'm going to spend a little time on this quest. It's alright, I don't need my party to be a criminal. Although I do to run fast. Hello, citizen. I don't work for Davik, remember? I want more. Tell me, might you be interested in earning more credits? I'm listening. It's a simple courier message. Mata the Hutt on Tatooine awaits a delivery of a box that I hold. The spice was his, and the box is his repayment. There is no danger involved, human, so long as you do not attempt to open the box. I'm sure Mata will pay you what was promised to Davik for the delivery. I believe 2,000 was the agreed upon sum. What happens if I open the box? Never open the box. Opening the box would be horribly bad. But what would happen? Is it a bomb? It's not a bomb, just don't open it. That is all I can say. It represents no danger to you so long as it remains closed. Why don't you bring him to it? Suppose I would eventually have to, should you refuse. You're already here, however, and you have a ship. It's most convenient to have you deliver the box. Okay. Of course you realize what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the box. Where are you going? My man just fucking disappeared. Yeah, I'm gonna open the box. You may recognize the shape of this man from the hologram. What? Something else coming into my prison? Already? So very long a time and nothing. Then in a span of mere months, 3 in a row. What sheer luck! Now, let's have a look at you. Biped, more or less symmetrical, far less hair than the last one. Opposable digits. Mostly water, eh? I suppose you'll have to do. I'll have to do for what? Hey, for a body, of course. I don't want to remain in this prison forever. No, no, no. I'm a prisoner here. As are you, yes indeed, though I suspect by accident rather than by sentence, yes? I was put here on purpose. My own people put our criminals in little cages like this. Well, our minds anyway. For really terrible criminals like me, our mind gets locked away forever. How long have I been here now? 1, 4? No, longer than that. I've never been very good with numbers. This is a prison. Can you think of a better prison than one without walls? What does your species use? Cages, I suppose. Is there no way out of here? Well, now that is a most interesting question. Yes, 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 indeed. I've been here long enough to ponder that. How many years now? 1,000? 10,000? Ah, I could never remember the numbers even when I kept track. The point is that I know a way out of this clever little prison. Interesting that, wouldn't you say? Out. Out to where? If you get out of here, your body's probably dead. How clever of you to realize that. Indeed, you are correct. Your body, however, is not. Now, before you go off getting all excited and defensive, let me tell you that I can't go jumping into your body without your willing agreement. Conversely, you can't go jumping back into your body without my knowledge. This leaves us at something of an impasse, wouldn't you agree? So what do you suggest? What I suggest is for us to settle this now, like civilized beings. It's like this, dear sentient. If you like, we could spend the next 1,000 years debating. You want out, I want out, it could go on and on. Unless your species is remarkably long-lived, I doubt your body has 1,000 years. And frankly, I doubt either of us is going to convince the other of anything, yes? So why waste the time? A simple competition between the two of us, and we settle the matter. You win, you go free. I win, I go free, yes? This sounds deceptively simple. Does it? In truth, I've had a long time to think it over. You can take your time thinking about it yourself, but why? I don't know I can trust you. You have no reason to trust me now. If I were to betray you, then you would never trust me again, and we would be stuck here arguing forever. Only takes once. I suppose that's true, but if you won and I did not release you, there would never be another chance for me to escape anyway, would there? You would never agree to it. You have a point. Hence, I may as well let you go if you win. It is my one and only opportunity for freedom. What kind of competition do you mean? I have little clue as to which activities you are superior at. You are at the same disadvantage with me, I suspect. So the best game is one of the mind. An exchange of riddles, perhaps. The first of us to fail at an answer loses. What do you think? I don't seem to have much of a choice. Now, no need to be fussy. If I seem to be moving fast, it's simply because I've had an overabundance of time to consider the scenario. That being the case, and seeing as this is technically my home, I'll go first. Now, let's see. Until I am measured, I am not known. Yet how you miss me when I have flown. Time. Yes. I suppose that was an easy one. Perhaps I should have used all this time to think of harder riddles, eh? Fair is fair, sentient. If you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. Oh my, there are not many things that keep working once they're broken. Oh, yes, your heart. Heart is the answer. Very clever, sentient, but it is my turn once again. I never was, yet always will be. I am never seen, yet always come. I can carry nothing, yet hold much for some. Tomorrow. Yes, you have the right of it. Tomorrow it is. Fair is fair, sentient. Your turn. You heard me before, yet you hear me again. Then I die until you call me again. What an odd riddle. Yes, let me see. Hear again, and then call again. An echo! It is an echo! Ha-ha! Very clever, sentient, but it's my turn once again. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it has no knowledge of it. A grave. Yes, that's it. A grave it is, though I'll likely never see one. Fair is fair, sentient. Your turn. Flying to Dantooine, I meet 5 ships. Each ship has 5 crewmen, each crewman 5 pets. How many in all are flying to Dantooine? No, not numbers. Never have I been good with numbers. Think. 5 times 5. Add the 1. No. Or carry the 2. 94? No, 96. Is it 96? It's me. I'm the only one flying to Dantooine. Ah, fooled I have been, fooled myself. Very, very clever of you. You have won. It appears my destiny is to be imprisoned even longer. Are you ready to return to your body, sentient? I can destroy your prison once I'm out, if you wish. Oh, I certainly doubt that. No offense, but your species hardly strikes me as that advanced. Besides, I'm not ready to explode into bitty atoms just yet. I could try to find some other way to get you out. I doubt you could help. My people have made quite certain that escaping these prisons was a difficult prospect, you know. It took me as long as I've been here to figure out the only exit. And even then, I'm sure it's only happened because my prison is no longer secure. I do have to wonder how that happened. Are my people still about? If they were, I can't see that they'd let my prison loose so easily. But even if they are gone, I doubt you'd be able to find any way to release me. No, I suppose I shall just have to wait for someone who is not as proficient at riddles as you are to come along. Before I go, what's your name? Eh? My name? Well, how do you like that? I've completely forgotten. I think I knew it 1,000 years ago. I guess I've been here so long I've forgotten. My, that is depressing. Don't worry, I'm sure someone else will be along before you know it. You're right. You're right. And maybe they won't be as intelligent as you either. That makes me feel better, much better, thank you. I'm ready to go. There's nothing complicated to it. It's better for me to just show you than teach you. Just close your eyes for a moment, sentient. So what happened to his people, you wonder? That's a great question. But this video is 3 hours long. So it's one that will have to wait.